internet is trying to change Clavicular, and it's a conversation I don't see many people having. No matter how you put it, the people Clavicular be around and the thing he promotes and pushes are pretty weird. And I know I can be a know-it-all, so before I get into actually telling you guys about him, I wanted to talk about something the average person can agree with. Nobody wants to be around a weird person with questionable behavior. I feel like this statement can be applied to Clavicular. Yet in the Grand 2-6, we've reached the point where doing substances and harming your body and promoting this to an audience of mentally ill people is just neurodivergency. In other words, niggas are somehow rebranding a drug addict who harms his body as an autistic dude who has a quirky hyperfixation. So I just want to talk about the implications of this, because it doesn't matter if Clavicular isn't Sneeko or Myron Gaines, his place in the red pill is cemented and it's still bad. Comment for the algorithm. The best way to do this video is just to show you guys who Clavicular is, because I want to show you guys the dichotomy between who he is and how the niggas in the media are trying to speak about him and how they treat him. And I don't just want to break it down, I really want to focus on making this message more palatable, because I really need y'all to see the BS the internet be on. I could only imagine if this was a black person.
My dad said full-blown drug addict, sad. My dad said that.
Don't say that right now.
Oh, Dad.
Don't say that.
Dad, I'm making money. What the fuck do you want me to do? Next stream, we'll give shit to the homeless or something. We have to do something nice next stream, alright?
We definitely need to start with the drugs, because Clavicular is a walking drug advertisement. And honestly, this is just the evolution of influence. Drug usage has always gotten pushed and romanticized in our media, but Clavicular is romanticizing drug usage for the terminally ill online red pill dudes. He sounds out of his mind in the clip, and the caption alleges that he's off ketamine, something he confirmed he had used in this clip.
My top drugs are meth, ketamine, Adderall, steroids, peptides. I do it all.
So this guy does all these drugs and it's all worth it because he's getting a bunch of money and he's the symbol of Looksmaxxing for the internet. Those red pill dudes don't give a fuck, man. I think is low-key lame. His own father is obviously disappointed by his son's heavy drug use. And then on top of all of that, he has this random girl comforting him. I'm not trying to shade Shorty, but the influencer lifestyle he's living, I just doubt that's someone in his life who is like really pouring into him. But I don't know for real. I'm just saying stuff. I want to talk a little more about the rebranding aspect of Clavicular. He recently was given an interview by the New York Times and even a segment on their website. But during his interview, he also talked about his drugs of choice.
Everything you've ever done. What's your stack right now? Like, what do you take every day?
Yeah, so right now I'm on a very low dose of test. I'm on around like 220 milligrams.
Okay.
I've been like lowering my dose, throughout the past couple months. So that's my TRT dose. I'm on 25 milligrams of Accutane. I'm on 12 milligrams of retatrutide. I'm on 10 milligrams of nebivolol.
What's that?
It's a beta blocker.
Okay. Kind of even you out?
Even me out?
Yeah, I mean, what's the point of taking the beta blocker?
So it blocks the beta 1 and the beta 2 receptors, which just make it a little bit easier on your heart with the higher blood pressure. And
this list is crazy in and of itself, but they're trying to rebrand all of this as looking good at any cost. And to an extent, that's what it is, but it's also serious. And it's ultimately just a microcosm of bread and circus culture. It's extreme entertainment that desensitizes us to egregious lifestyles and ideologies. And with how the word ascending is commonly used within the Looksmaxxing community, part of me feels like it's some type of transhumanism adjacent movement, but I ain't even trying to get into all that, so we're just gonna move on.
And I wasn't just like having one drink, I was getting fucked up. I was fucked up every day for a year. I'm way better now. I'm way better. Old Clav was fucked.
What's the best drug of all time?
GHB.
Really?
Yeah. I found some in Miami.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's so fun. I love it.
This clip is just so crazy. He talks about his favorite drug being GHB, and I did a little research. It's apparently known as the date drug, and that's just some pretty jaw-dropping information. And on top of that, ODing on it is easy, so you can lose your life on this drug. Here's the thing, I can't tell if he was joking about using it on himself or on other people, but either way, it's demonic. And that's what I mean though. This guy can casually talk about the date drug being his favorite. He can promote heavy drug use, which all come at the expense of your body. And he's getting New York Times segments. The juxtaposition between his actions and what he's receiving are kind of crazy. I'm woke, so, you know, I just hope the pendulum swings back to being super woke. I do miss 2020 woke this man, because I really don't want to see this on my screen. You feel me? But the last thing I want to talk about when it comes to clavicular and substances is that he was getting charged with 2 felonies and a misdemeanor, and this was going to land him 8 years in prison. The reason this happened, based on what I found, is that he bought some Adderall illegally on a college campus.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. No, I want real pharma. Here, wait. Who's got Adderall? Which one of you has Adderall? Who? You have it? I'll buy it off you. Come here. You want to make some money? Come here. Off cam.
This is super dumb. Even if you put the camera down, you don't know about any cameras on campus. And then he also announced that he was trying to buy some Adderall. So it was just an easy setup. That's a whole oop for the law. And then Clavicular got arrested at a bar for using a fake ID. And this was all enough to get him sent to court. And they ended up recording his court on like a Zoom call or something. Luckily for him though, he did get out and the felonies were dropped. However, Clavicular was not able to avoid every single consequence.
On my mom.
All right, brother.
Call me a hoe,
say
nigga.
what you have to
You
say.
talking about my kids,
Go
nigga.
ahead, man.
When you say black people, bitch
ahead,
ass
man.
nigga, you scared now what's gonna get in there. Oh, yeah.
Nigga.
Paper pussy, nigga. Pussy fine.
We'll bring the whole man and you for you.
Hey,
Hey, look, man. These niggas for me, we'll bring the whole man for you, bro.
You're not gonna do
Bitch,
This was now.
These are the niggas that I gave $300 to for the candy.
Oh God.
Not today.
Literally right before I looked at it.
They slid for you.
Oh,
They slid for you.
shit.
Yo, Silky, you out to put hits on niggas?
That's crazy.
Y'all set it up.
Do not say that.
I'm not
Do
saying
not
that.
say that.
So these men ended up pressing Clavicular. He did have a bodyguard, so he was good. What's interesting is how Silky claims to have paid these men prior to this. He was denying the whole targeted hit thing, but in my opinion, it's up in the air because that's the only conclusion I came to after seeing this.
When we go to Bremer's gang, don't have me around no weird niggas, bro.
Who?
Bro, just no weird niggas. I don't want to
weird
see.
though? Tell me.
I'm not trying to get sued for backhanding somebody.
No, I'm not going down in brand risk.
Clavicular went to New York Fashion Week and also walked the show, which is just really crazy because if you remember what I said at the start of the video, there's a dichotomy between how he's treated and what he does. This is a drug addict who normalizes bodily harm, but he's walking shows. Ain't that crazy? He did get into a little tussle at the club. It's not necessarily a fight because nobody really threw punches. And then there was also this white dude who flipped the camera and started dancing in the video. Life is just so interesting. I also didn't know where to put this in the video, but Andrew Tate is obviously using Clavicular.
The recent incident went viral, truthfully, Jack, with all due respect, because I was there. If Myron Clav, Sneak and Nick went to the club and played that song, no one would have gave a fuck. Never would have been on the national news, never would have been a big issue. If Clav and Sneeko play that song right now on stream, which they've done 1,000 times, guess what's gonna happen? Nothing. They're nobodies.
So we are going to mog our way out of this by launching a clothing brand, mogged by Clav.
Correct.
We just want to take my money, launch a clothing brand, buy a runway, get a bunch of fucking hot bitches, put them in mogged by Clav, make them all walk in a line. I stand there, Mr. Misogynist. We do this whole big fucking show. Who gives a shit how much money I spend? Blow 10M, give a fuck.
So let me get this straight. Tate calls Clavicular a nobody during the whole HH scandal, but now that it's blown over, he has the whole top G spin the bag persona on, and he's buying into this whole wave of looksmaxxing, including the lingo. The top G is talking about mogging. What a loser, dude. And Lil Siren, all these red pill lames are just so fake. He sees a bag over Clavicular's head, and he's basically investing stocks into the latest grift. This screenshot is the entire rebrand in one image. Clavicular met a girl who is just as autistic as him, and the video is just them discussing the substances they're injecting into their body. I know we're all desensitized, but this isn't being autistic, mud. This is red pill adjacent stuff. The idea of a perfect way of looking is weird because there is none, and then it's all based on like European beauty standards. We're not all European.
I'll let you know the cops is like
Do you guys know about bone smashing? Bone smashing? It's according to Wolf's Law. So like when you break down a bone, it grows back stronger. So I'm trying to grow my cheekbones to mog, you know? I feel like if I was more mog, they would let me slide. Was that true?
No.
If I was more Chad?
No. What else? Maybe we were less autistic.
Yeah, it's pretty much the autism pill, I'd say.
That's clavicular bone mashing with the massage gun, I think. At the end, he talks about being autistic, and I just think it's very deliberate. It's just a way to cushion this foolishness for real. This guy was talking about the date drug being his favorite, and this is just all autism apparently. And I think this screenshot really puts it into perspective. The context is that Clavicular expressed how he doesn't really care about people's sexualities, and that's a good thing, except the screenshot is pointing out how one statement does not change nor negate consistent character flaws. It just uses an extreme example to prove this point. I think the reason for a lot of this stuff is probably because edginess is in season. A lot of losers identify with this desire to ascend and change, but they can't, so they escape via dudes like this. They buy into the substances and the ideologies, and it just gets real weird. Even if Clavicular isn't as extreme as other guys in the red pill space or the edgy space, he's still around those dudes. We're not gonna act like Andrew Tate wasn't pushing the whole alpha male corny stuff to a bunch of insecure men. A lot of that alpha male talk was just misogynistic, and it was used to run up a bag on insecure people. Hanging around a dude like Tate is crazy. You can't convince me otherwise. So my point is that this stuff is weird. It's not normal. I'm not gonna act like it's normal. We not gonna act like it's normal. And I think that's really all I had to say. So subscribe for more unsolicited opinions. Y'all niggas be blessed. I'm gonna get up out of here. Bye-bye.